on the west side of the road to do something very quickly. And it was interesting to me, I don't know if this was by design or not, but both of the student groups didn't tackle that part. I don't know if that was deliberate or not. But that is something that if people think that makes sense, we could, one theory of the case here is rather than wait for the whole master thing, which is very complex, is let's take out some bite-sized chunks and let's start getting some momentum going here, building excitement about the fact that we can turn this around bit by bit. I'm curious now or later what you all think about that. There's some pros and cons to it. But I would be probably, as a starting point, biased towards that, just to get something going. But I didn't mean to, did you want to jump in on it? Yeah.
Well, so, I mean, I just want to echo that. We didn't talk about why the students left out the west side, but I think we look for problems, and the west side seems fine. It seems right for, go ahead and do something. But I also just want to mention that this is, Dennis, you mentioned the concept plan that existed then, and it seems like, you know, the community is ripe for a new concept plan. This is what we do with communities in the Hudson Valley. We haven't done something as complicated as this, but we've worked with Hudson on a visioning plan. We're working with the city of Newburgh now, and so we are happy to be a resource in sort of doing workshops or visioning sessions, whatever it needs to figure out how to get this 4-page document, or it turns up usually to be much bigger, going and sort of help envision what the set of values is for the community. And one last thing, I think we're also big fans of not waiting for the master plan that takes 5 years to complete, but sort of pick the low-hanging fruits and start developing something quick to test.
I think that's something that Town of Ulster citizens can absolutely do in looking, first, overall, what you've suggested, ideas about, or a charter of what we'd like to envision for the whole site, but we can also address immediately what we would envision for the western parcel, so that we are ready when we do get that and we can make something happen there. And I just offer this question: how cool would it be, and what effect would that have on our community to actually see something happen there and to make progress? I think that would inspire everyone, and we would have all of that ammunition to really go and put that pressure on IBM and Allen Ginsberg. Also, are the two main problems, that we've got this success, we've made this beautiful, productive, that we can move it over to the eastern portion. It would do a lot for the what? Momentum. The momentum, and I'm thinking of another word that's not, but just how everybody feels about the community. It would be a real boost. Yes. That's what I'm trying to say. Morale. Thank you. I haven't eaten today, and I think it just hit me. So it would be such a boost for this community, and it would do us all such great good. And I think that's absolutely the note to end on, because that's what we want, is to do great good, and I know that's everybody's intention up here. So thank you all, Pat, Dennis, Evelyn, Brian, Jim, Manna, Jennifer, Kaya, your students, Lisa, all for being here. John, Rocco, really appreciate your attention this afternoon. And for all of you for coming out on a Saturday to talk about pollution and something that's such a downer, but I think we've left it on such a great note that we are going to make something happen here, so let's go do it. Town of Ulster Citizens meets the first Monday of every month at the VFW Hall. This is going to be on our agenda probably every week moving forward, something about it, so please feel free to come out. And we do have a donation box, because we're we're not for profit, we all volunteer, so any help is greatly appreciated. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.